Hybrid recommendation system. So various methods of recommendation systems have their own benefits and flaws. Often, many of these may seem restricted when used in isolation, especially when multiple sources of data are incoming, so are available. So when you are going with multiple source of data, and those features again, it has to be by manually verifying. It will take a lot of time, but again, maybe using some kind of reductional property can be used. So like leaving out all those modeling or pre-processing data over here right now. So basically, having data from many multiple resources are always a problem. So hybrid recommendation systems are the ones to design are the ones designed to use different available data sources to generate robust inference. Okay, so hybrid recommendation systems have two predominant designs. Okay, one is parallel and other is sequential. Okay, so these are the predominant ones. Okay, so these are the only two designs up to now. Okay, so the parallel designs provide the input to multiple recommendations. For each of those recommendations are combined to generate one output. Okay, so you can see over here image, the input is given to different recommender, and finally you will be generating a single recommendation, and it will be like combining and finally giving out those recommendations. So multiple recommendations is done over here. So the parallel so each of those recommendations are combined to generate one output, and the sequential provides the input parameters to a single recommendation engine. Okay, so the output is passed on to a following recommender in a sequence. So here you can see it is like sending one after one. Okay, so that is how the insights are given with respect to the different recommenders in terms of a sequential recommender systems. Okay, and what is the advantages and disadvantages of hybrid systems? So hybrid systems combine different models to combat the disadvantages of of one model with another model. Okay, so one model might be lacking in some kind of aspects, and other might be lacking in the other aspects where this is good at. Okay, so you can just overcome this kind of issues. It will combat this so that your accuracy will increase. So this overall reduces the weakness of using individual models and aid it in generating more robust recommendations. So this yields more robust and personalized recommendations for users. Okay, and coming to disadvantage, these types of models generally have high computational complexity. So basically, they require a large database of rating and other attributes to keep up to date. Okay, so they need like continuously getting with respect to new data, and it is difficult to retrain and provide new recommendation with update items. Like you cannot just start over right from the beginning. Maybe the data might be different, and the recommendations might be the older ones. Okay, so you might have already moved on with respect to the topics or whatever the journals what you want to see. Okay, so the recommendation will fail over here with respect to if you are not updating. So that is one required. And coming to example again, Netflix is a company which uses hybrid recommendation system. So they recommend to users based on the watch and several styles of similar users, like based on collaborating filtering in conjunction with the movies, which is similar characteristics who have been rated by the users also. So that is content based. So hybrid system basically uses both collaborative filtering and also content based. So both approaches are being done. So those are the advantages and disadvantages of hybrid systems. So again, coming to the implementation would be very simple. You will just get your data set into your Python library and apply a few of the modelings whichever you want to fit in. So content based and all you can find again with respect to these with respect to the libraries. Again, if possible, we'll be doing that. So in conclusion, about overall complete recommendation system is like there are many more types and approaches. Okay, so here we have discussed very strong ones. Okay, so for building out a recommendation engine, so some notable ones are generating recommended through like the introduction video I had told about link predictions. Okay, so link predictions, algorithmic approaches, Bayesian models, Markov models, etc. So these are the other approaches, notable ones, which are used for generating recommendations. So here we like whatever we have gone through aims with respect to institutive understanding and implementation of the foundation of methods. Okay, using recommendations. So that is collaborative, content, and hybrid. So those three. So collaborative filtering is the process of predicting interest by users by identifying the preference and the information from many other users. Whereas content based systems generate recommendation based on the users preference and profiles. Okay, and finally hybrids are the combination of both. Okay, so hybrids of combinations, actually not these two, it can be having many other recommendation systems also. Okay, so that is about recommendation systems.